It took years, generations passed, but God had not forgotten his people. Though they were scattered across strange lands working as slaves, living among people who didn't know their God, he still remembered every promise he made to their ancestors. One day, the power of Assyria began to weaken. Other kingdoms rose, and eventually Babylon took control. Time moved on. Then came a new king, King Cyrus of Persia. He wasn't an Israelite, but God touched his heart. Cyrus made a surprising law. He told the Israelites, "Go home, go back to your land, rebuild your temple, worship your God." The news spread like wildfire. Tears filled the eyes of old men who thought they would die in a foreign land. Mothers hugged their children tighter. Young people packed their things. It was time to go home. They traveled back in groups. The journey was long. Some walked for months, but step by step, they returned to the land that had once been taken from them. When they arrived, they saw ruins, broken walls, empty homes, weeds where fields once grew. It was not easy. The land had changed. Enemies still watched them. But they didn't give up. They laid stones. They raised timber. They built again. Most importantly, they rebuilt the temple. It wasn't as grand as Solomon's temple, but it was theirs. And when they finished, the people gathered. Some wept, some sang, some shouted with joy. They were home. There was peace. Not the kind that comes from perfect conditions, but the peace that comes from knowing you are where you belong. They didn't forget the pain, but now they had hope. They had their land, they had their God, and they had a new beginning.